Of course, because they are. And I'm not just saying it simply because they are serious title contenders with that performance.
Yeah, well, that performance, we're one game away from halfway, and they're 8 clear at the top of the Premier League.
Yeah, I can agree here as well. You know, they are the title contenders as well. But let's not forget, a lot of football is yet to be played. You know, and if you lose the next game, what is the point of winning this one, you know?
You have to consolidate,
Exactly. Every game is important going into winning the Premier League, and Arsenal know that. And I agree with you when you say that people sometimes question if Arsenal have that winning mentality left from your time. But at the moment, they are showing that fully capable of going and win it in the end.
OK, what a Premier League weekend that was. Stay with us, of course, for all the reactions to the North London derby and the 2 previous games. But it all started on Friday with those 3 goals and 3 points in the end. Aston Villa got 2 goals and the win against Leeds. 4 wins out of 6 under Unai Emery in the Premier League. United, of course, won the Manchester derby with that big call with the equaliser against City. Liverpool, who have now dropped 26 points this season, beaten 3-0 at Brighton. The huge game at the bottom went the way of Southampton at Everton. Forest won the East Midlands derby against Leicester by 2-0. Massive win for Wolves that took them out of the drop zone as well at home to West Ham. And another win. Brentford 7 unbeaten in the Premier League. And another defeat for Bournemouth. They've lost 8 of their last 9 league games. Then today we brought you Chelsea getting back to winning ways, courtesy of Kai Havertz at home to Crystal Palace, and an 89th minute winner from Alexander Isak off the bench, the club record signing for Newcastle, giving them another 3 points against Fulham. And Arsenal have won the North London derby convincingly away at Spurs, their first win there since 2014 by 2-0. It's getting really, really tight at the bottom. All 3 teams in the drop zone are locked on 15 points. Southampton, Everton and West Ham. Bournemouth are out of the drop zone by just 1. Then come 3 teams on 17 points. Wolves, Leicester and Leeds. Forest now up to 13th with 20. Here's your screenshot. Arsenal fans played 18. 8 clear of Manchester City, who, of course, Arsenal still have to play twice this season. Then, just a point behind City come Newcastle and Manchester United, both on 38 points. Spurs, as we say, now 5 points off the top 4. Chelsea level on points with Liverpool down in 10th.
Martin, Arsenal haven't beaten Spurs away since 2014. Quite simply, how good does that feel?
It was about time then, but yeah, it felt amazing. Yeah, we remember what happened here last year, and we wanted to do a better game, show a different side, and show how much we have improved. And I think we did that today, and I think we all enjoyed the game.
Aaron, how much did you feel you were totally in control in that first half?
Yeah, totally. I think we deserved the 2 goals, and we probably deserved maybe more. We played the way we wanted to play the whole first half, and we got the deserved lead. Yeah.
The first one was a slightly strange goal, but yours was an absolute beauty. Tell us about it, and also that goal celebration, basketball. Where's that come from?
It's just something we talk about a lot inside the team, something with basketball, so that's why we did it. And Rambo tells me to shoot all the time, so finally I did it, and you see what happened.
Aaron, you more than played your part as well. Some big saves there, particularly from Son and Kane as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm there to do. The manager also mentioned, obviously, I think the last quite a few North London derbies we haven't kept a clean sheet either, so especially when he's been in charge, so I think that might have spurred me on a little bit.
Of course, it's been a terrific day for you, but what happened at the end? You seem to be involved with a fan as well. Can you tell us exactly what happened?
Yeah, obviously the Spurs fans were giving me some throughout the second half. I gave them some back, which to that, the few people who I did do it to was probably well greeted, sportsmanship like. And then a fan I jumped over and give me a little punch in the back. So, that's what happened, and it's a shame because it's just a game of football at the end of the day.
What happened after that? Were you dragged away?
Yeah, everyone, I think both sets of players as well, tried to, bring me away. And thankfully nothing actually happened too drastically, but it's a sour taste, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it when we go back in the dressing room.
8 points is the lead right now. What's the significance of that at this stage of the season?
No, we're in a good position. There's no doubt about that. But we have to stay humble. We have to keep working hard. We can still improve a lot of things. You see today the difference between the first and the second half. So we still have some things to improve. So we have to keep going and keep pushing.
Well, it was a fabulous victory. Aaron, you were named the player of the match. Martin, will you hand over the award, please?
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Cheers.
Yeah, we'll have a look at those saves in a moment. Stay humble, Martin Odegaard says. But this young squad are showing an awful lot of maturity at the moment.
Yes, and I do believe, and I keep saying it, that last season they learnt a lot being such a young squad, and you can hear the way they're speaking. They're not getting carried away with anything. You know, even it's the 8 points. You know, it's something that people will now start to try and find ways of putting more pressure onto the team. It's like the way they're using, like Mikel Arteta, you know, they're saying he's very animated. He's always animated, but now they can use it as a way of trying to get into the team and get to the team and saying, oh, the pressure they're under. I think that what we're seeing is, like he said there, staying humble, carrying on with the next game what's coming and try and play like they've played. I thought that was brilliantly and mature, the way they played that game. And they, like I said, are deserved winners. They played very well today.
Are they surprising you on that point, that maturity from the young side? Every question they seem to get asked, they have an answer for.
I'm not surprised because I'm a student of Pep Guardiola. So the way Arsenal is playing football is beautiful to watch, and in the end of the day, it brings result as well. That's why they're in the first place in the Premier League, and if they continue the way they are at the moment, they will stay there for sure. And you can see easily in the game of football, when a team is controlling the ball, how and if they are sure of themselves and full of confidence. And Arsenal at the moment, they are not in the rush. They control the ball with good movements, with moving around the pitch, and they know how to pass, on which leg to pass the ball, how to turn, all these small details in the game of football, where if you pay attention, you can see, and this shows you how confident this team is at the moment.
Yeah, and they've dropped just 7 points, and we're one game away from the halfway point.
Well, like he said there as well, he said, Mikel Arteta said, we haven't had a clean sheet in the derby. Obviously, we haven't won a game since Mikel Arteta won the game when he was a captain. So clean sheets at this stage is vitally important. But again, I think it just comes back to the maturity of the performance. Even when Tottenham were closing down, they passed around them, they carried on doing what they're doing. And like the goalie said there, like Aaron Ramsdale said, they played how they wanted to play and they put it into practice and they won the game doing exactly what they've been training to do.
And talking to the goalkeeper, the Tottenham one didn't have his best day in a North London derby today.
No, he didn't. He didn't. The first goal, it's his mistakes, clear and obvious. I mean, even if Sessegnon need, as we spoke before, to go and challenge a bit more, I think he was afraid because he's going inside the penalty box.
Maybe.
And he's trying to push him outside, which is the right thing to do. And then even if there's deflection, I think the goalkeeper should react a bit better on that.
I think that's what you say again. You see the amount of space that Thomas Partey's in and the amount of space Saka's got to run into. This is what Arsenal tried to get into that situation, and they did. And once you get Saka, once he gets into this situation, Berber's right. You can't really challenge him, but you want to force him down the line. But then once it goes in, you're hoping that the goalkeeper's going to do a lot better than this. But maybe I feel there's a little deflection, but at the same time, he's got his whole body behind it, and you know it's still gone in, and you'll take that. You know, you take that.
You know, I think that probably part of the plan of Arsenal was try to explore that left side of Spurs where Sessegnon was and see what is going to happen, how they're going to feel. Because even on that goal, you can see that the moment Saka is going to run, Sessegnon doesn't work his back. No. He doesn't know what is going on there. So when Saka sees this, it's obviously this is the moment where you need to start your
Absolutely.
And everything was perfect for them.
And the second goal actually came from a Lloris goal kick, which frustrated you at the time as a striker.
Well, it did. I see still no points of kicks like this. I hated kicks like this. I don't know if you enjoyed it.
No, right? I'm not big enough to enjoy it.
Yeah, look, you kick it, and what do you expect? Kane to just flick the ball to someone? Okay, you can do that. But then everybody is out of position. When you have a team as strong as Arsenal at the moment, this is what happens. You don't let players like this to shoot. You try your best to block.
It doesn't make sense because you look at Sessegnon, he should be holding his position just in case that happens. Now it's beyond him, and look at the space now. He's got the Longlay's now isolated, and Saka's one-on-one with him. You've got Martin Odegaard running through the middle with no one getting close to him simply because they've all rushed up the pitch chasing this goal kick, which they haven't got no control of. In the end, you know, they're backing off. And then Odegaard gets the time to shoot, and he's got the quality to at least hit the target, and then you hit the target, anything can happen.
No, this was the perfect shot. In the angle, down on the goal. Honestly, Hugo Lloris didn't have anything to do in that situation. But the goal kick was better. You know, there was no point in goal kick like that.
And the basketball celebration is the latest one. So.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because I think they're doing it in training, and a lot of them are. I think Mikel's telling them about shooting and how often they've got to shoot. So now we're seeing it a lot now. I think Martin done it the other day when he scored, and they're all doing it now. That they're all shooting now, and long may that continue, Steve. Long may they shoot.
When Tottenham did shoot, they found Aaron Ramsdale in sparkling form, didn't they?
Well, he's got that about him, and you know, I was getting messages about if you're going to win the league, and it's something that's true. You need a good goalkeeper. You need a goalkeeper that in these moments make good saves. I think Berber was right. I think this is the kind of finish from Son where it needs a little bit more guile and not so much power, just a little bit of dink. You know, just something you can lift over him. This was a mistake from Zinchenko, and this is a great cross. We've got to give him that. I think the problem Harry's got there is that he's too far past the first post to try and get this flicked to the other side. So the goalkeeper's in a very good position, and he makes the save quite easily. But again, it showed Tottenham how dangerous Tottenham could be. And again, you know, good save there from Harry Kane. It was a kind of performance that you know that if you lose a little bit of concentration, Tottenham have got the kind of players where they can punish you. And that one, again, that was a great save.
No, this was the save of the match for
me,
you know.
Fantastic save.
I don't remember exactly, it was the first minutes of the second half.
Yeah.
If you score that, then you put Arsenal even under more pressure. But if we look at the other way, if the goalkeeper of Arsenal is man of the match, then you say, wait a minute, they've been destroyed. Then Spurs played so well, and the goalkeeper of Arsenal is man of the match. And you look at that and you think it's funny, but at the same time, Arsenal won the game. You know, this is the irony of football. Sometimes your goalkeeper is man of the match, which sometimes is normal, but you think, okay, the other team have attacked so much, then the goalkeeper is your man of the match. You know, that's the funny part of football sometimes. But at the end of the day, they won it, they deserve to win it. Spurs have their chances, but the difference is, it sounds harsh, because we sit here, we discuss. It's easy from the outside. You watch, you commentate, it's easy. All right, we've been there, you know, we know how it is. But in the end of the day, the effort from the both keepers probably was the difference. One had a bad day in the office, the other one was a really good day.
It was a great day for him.
Yeah.
And the captain.